We have Duquesne head coach Dan Burt. We have McConnell. We have Tess Myers. Once again, we'll start with an opening statement from Coach Burt. Once he's done, we will open it up to questions for the student athletes. Once we're done with the student athletes, we'll excuse them and we'll start with questions for Coach Burt. So, Coach, if you could start off.
We didn't shoot the ball very well in the first quarter, in the first half, and we dug ourselves a big hole with not being able to put the ball in the basket, and then we got beat defensively several times. And credit St. Joe's. I think their coaching staff did an excellent job preparing them for us these last two games, we fought hard. But anytime we got a basket, they answered, and that's a credit to them. For many years, probably 25 years, we didn't have a win. I remember a time when we had never won at St. Joe's, and then over the last 4 or 5 years, that kind of tide had changed, and this year it certainly went back the other way, where they've played better than we have, and we've gotten a couple of victories. And unfortunately tonight, we fell short.
All right, questions for the student athletes. Once again, first time you ask a question, just give your name and your affiliation before you ask the question. We'll start here in the front row.
Dominic Campbell, Pittsburgh Sports Now. I want to know why you guys had such a difficult time scoring in that first half. Was there something that St. Joe's were doing, or do you think it was self-inflicted on your end?
Start with Tess, and then we'll go to Megan.
Well, as Coach said, our shots just weren't falling. I think we got a lot of good looks. We just had to make shots and fight through.
I agree. I think we got really good shots in transition. They just weren't falling. When they're not falling and we can't get stops, that's how their lead was built. So we just couldn't get stops, and then we weren't shooting the ball well.
Anyone else have a question for the student athletes? Okay, in the back. Yep, way in the back.
What was the message at halftime as you guys tried to come back into the game?
Let's do the same order, Tess and then Megan.
Basically we really needed to come together. I think the first half was really us against us. So we kind of had a conversation as a team, just as players, playing together. And so we came in, we had to make shots, we had to get stops, we had to take it minute by minute.
Yeah, I agree. I think the first half was more like one versus one, and I think we needed to play more together. In the locker room, we harped on talking on defense. We weren't talking enough, and we were getting beat on their screens, and they were getting wide open looks. So I think we lacked communication tonight, and we didn't play as a team.
Back here in the front with Dom.
Fair and Brugler both scored 20 points on you guys. What do you think makes them so dangerous as players, and why did you guys have a difficult time stopping them tonight?
Let's go Megan and then Tess.
They're both young, they're freshmen, they're very good players. I don't know, they can score at all three levels, so I think we needed to give them ball pressure, and sometimes they just got what they wanted.
Yeah, what Megan said, they're young, and they're all a threat. You have to guard everybody. And so, like she said, they're all three-level scorers, so they're pretty dangerous. So.
Any more questions for Tess or Megan? Okay, you guys are excused. Thank you. We'll take questions for Coach Burt at this time. Don, do you want to start, or do you have anything?
Dan, what was the plan coming into the game offensively? It seems like you guys shot.
I can't hear what that is.
What was the plan offensively? Was it to shoot outside shots in the first half? Seems like you guys shot a lot from outside. Or were you trying to penetrate inside but weren't able to do so?
Well, we really wanted to pick and roll them, and we felt like in the first game earlier this week when we ran pick and roll, the roller was open often. We did not find our post-ups, and we didn't find the rollers as much as we would have liked. But with that being said, we had many opportunities with open shots in the first quarter in particular, but also in the second quarter, and those shots did not go in. And I felt there was a little bit of nerves, and that's not a negative thing, but I felt like there was a little bit of nerves for some reason. And when you don't make baskets, you've got to create your own energy on the defensive end. And St. Joe's, to their credit, executed very well their screening actions, and were able to get layups from the very first possession of the game. And we did not have good help side defense, and frankly, we didn't guard the ball staying in a stance as well as we could have. We wanted to have more ball pressure, and we didn't have that.
Okay, so,
Anything else? Dom?
I mean,
Go here and then we'll go to the back.
it's a really difficult end to the season. What would you make of seniors like Basilak and Pouillet for their efforts this season, and what do you look forward to next season, I guess?
We have a couple seniors, several, that have frankly sacrificed long-term health to play, and a lot of them, our seniors, know the success that we are accustomed to and the tradition that we had built here at Duquesne. And these last 2 years have been incredibly difficult, and I really appreciate what Libby has brought. Hallie's long-term, Hallie wasn't even supposed to be playing basketball anymore, and she was able to come back and help us this year. We're excited for what Fat 2 will do after graduation, and that's to play professional basketball, and we'll certainly support her in all those ways. But when I walk out of this news conference, next season starts for me, and that's probably a hair emotional, but it really does start for me, and that's reevaluating everything within our program, from myself all the way down to whatever it may be. We are not accustomed to having a season like this. We have not had a season like this in my 15 years at Duquesne, and we won't again.
In the back?
Yeah, my question was kind of similar. Just what motivates you for next season?
What motivates me for next season is Meg and Tess are COVID freshmen, whatever term we want to use. They're COVID freshmen, and Precious and Amaya are COVID sophomores. So you have a good core group of 4 right there. And then we've talked about we had 3 players who missed the entire season that could have possibly been starters. We have a couple of those kids coming back that we feel like they're going to give us some good minutes, and we've been recruiting very hard already, and we'll sign anywhere between 3 and 5 players in the late signing period, and that's a recruiting side of it. But we'll give the kids a couple weeks off, but you can see the difference in the teams that we've played. We've got to get a lot stronger. We've got to get a lot more physical, and that starts in the weight room, and we'll have an incredible focus in that weight room because we've got to get significantly stronger as we move forward.
Any more questions for Coach Burt?
Come on, Bill.
I was going to say,
Come on,
Bill,
Bill.
what you got, man?
You're the Godfather.
I used them on the other side.
Okay.
He'll sidle up to you.
I know Bill.
He'll sidle up to you when he needs something.
Certainly.
All right, Coach, thank you very much.
I want to say thank you for supporting women's basketball and being here, and thank you.